motivation and mindset. This is the biggest part of the game that a lot of people don't realize. It's staying motivated. It's keeping that hunger and that mindset alive. So I have a few solid points that if you integrate into your mindset, man, you'll be unstoppable. And it will really, really just keep you going on like just automatically. Okay, so starting off, guys, I'm gonna meet you guys where you're already at and tell you something that you probably already know, but not a lot of people talk about. Don't care what anybody else says. You have to be faithful in yourself. And you have to let other people's words not affect you, especially your parents, because your parents are stupid. Okay, I said it. I said it. Your parents are dumb. They don't know shit, especially about making money online. Okay, they don't know shit. You got to give them credit. Okay, they love you. They might be able to show you how to change a car tire, or they might be able to show you how to cook a banging lasagna, but they don't know shit about money, bro. They grew up without a lot of the opportunities that we have now. That's the biggest thing holding them back. Their mindsets, all of them have the same mindset. Well, you should go to college. You know, you can go to college for that. Nobody wants to hire a copywriter unless they went to college, blah, 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 blah. We all know that college is stupid, bro. I mean, a lot of you guys here are in college, right? But the biggest reason you guys are in college and are still here is because, oh, well, either as a fallback or just because your parents really wanted you to do it. Let's just be honest, right? We're all here because we want to make some fucking money and be full-time copywriters. Nobody wants to get rich by motherfucking going to college and doing all that work. Like it's so much work and such little reward. And here's the other thing, bro. I'll just say it outright. Okay, I don't need to sugarcoat my shit because I know you guys are really here, and you wouldn't be here if you guys didn't mess with me. Okay, I make a lot of money. The amount of advice I get from people who make like $2,000 a week at their 9-to-5 job is unreal. It's staggering. See, you only really want to listen to people who are somewhere where you want to be, people who are where you're at or who are on the same path as you. Those are the only people whose opinions matter even a little bit. Everybody else is going to give you their opinions and it will be unsolicited as it's like, bro, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you. Screw what everybody else says. Just listen to yourself and the people who are where you want to be or on the same path that you're on. Don't let all that other outside bullshit discourage you. Because they'll tell you, oh no, you should be going to college, you should be doing this, you should buy a house, you should blah, 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 blah. They have terrible advice. All have shit advice, right? Number one, don't listen to anybody, especially your motherfucking parents. Only listen to people who are where you are or on the same path as you. Number two, the second mindset key, okay, that's gonna take you far is that, guys, your why should make you cry. If someone held a gun to my head and said, yo, you got 5 seconds to cry, real tears, or I'm about to end your shit right now, bro, I'd be crying with 3 seconds to spare. Because all I would have to think about is my why. Because my why really moves me. It's the reason why God put me on this planet. And sure, you know, we all have different whys, okay? One of my whys is, of course, I want to shit on the haters. Kidding me? I want to make the haters depressed, bro. I literally want them to cry themselves to sleep every night because they're looking at my success and they're like, damn, I wanted that dude to lose and he's absolutely making me look like shit. That's what I want. I want every girl that ever turned me down to be like, shit, I messed up. I made a big mistake. Should have stayed with that dude because look at him. He's a motherfucking man and I messed up. Of course, those are some of my whys, right? But those whys ain't going to make me cry. Those will get you started, kind of keep you, going in the beginning. But man, you need a bigger why than that because eventually all those smaller whys are going to happen. The haters are already depressed. The girls are already writing me love letters telling me that they miss me. And I had to find something else, right? I had to find something else that really moved me, a bigger goal, something bigger. And I have I'd say probably 3 main whys that have the potential to make me cry. One of them is that I want to be a good influence on, especially young men. Why? Because, well, I mean, I don't know if I've said this before. I'm not really sure, but I never knew my own father. And don't bother throwing a pity party for me or whatever, because, everything that happened in my life happened for a reason. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. So I didn't have a father growing up. So I had to learn how to be a man in other ways. I had to find other male role models. I had to listen to the right people. And that's just one of the things that I want to put out into the world. I want to be the man that I never really had in my own life, right? Because it's like when people have a child, it completely changes their perspective and oftentimes really influences them and motivates them to be greater, okay? So there's one time I dated this chick and her father, He was at the time before she was born, right? He was a pizza delivery guy. So he was on his bike delivering pizza. Him and his wife were completely broke or whatever, right? As soon as his wife got pregnant with my girlfriend, he went to college. He got his degree. He became a worker, got to the workforce and started making good money. Just completely 180'd his whole life just at the fact that he had a child. Okay. And how do you guys think that I feel right now? All you guys ain't my children, don't get me wrong, no disrespect, but a lot of you guys look up to me, bro. I got thousands of people now who, depending on what I say, genuinely changes their outlook on things and what they're going to do that day and what their goals are. And so I got to make sure that I'm right. So be that role model for other men. That's a big why that you guys can incorporate into your own lives. Find somebody who looks up to you or somebody who wants to look up to you, even your future children. They should look at you and be like, damn, they were really about their shit. Another one of my biggest whys is that not only do I want to be a good influence on young men, I also want to be a very good influence on young black men. Because I'll tell you this right now, man, the moment that I really knew that I could make it in business, I remember the day. I remember it vividly. I was sitting on the bed. I was on YouTube, scrolling through some videos, and all of a sudden I found this channel, this guy, his video. And his name was Drell. And he ran a channel called Black Hustlers Club, right? His thing was about email marketing, his video or whatever. So I clicked it. I checked it out. This dude was in a nice ass apartment. He looked like he was really making money, right? This is a subconscious thing, right? If you would have asked me at the time, I would have said like, yeah, sure, of course. Black people can get rich and black people can get rich on the internet and all that other stuff. But it was something that was subconscious. Seeing somebody with my own eyes that was actually black out here winning and making money, like that's what really made me feel like, yo, I can do this shit. And through studying a lot of successful black people in general, it absolutely inspired me like nothing else, bro. Like black people, y'all belong up here too, bro. Because the black community, bro, we're in shambles. We're in shambles. If you look at the statistics, bro, most of us ain't making over $40,000 a year. Most of us, come from single parent households. It is absolutely desolate, bro. It's sad. It really is. It's a whole subsection of people who always get the worst end of everything. It was Martin Luther King. His favorite quote, right, was that life's most pressing question is, what are you doing for other people? And this is my answer. This right here is my answer. I'm showing people how to really change their lives, right? Not even just financially. Because yes, I am the guy who's going to show you guys copywriting. I'm going to show you how to get clients. I'm going to show you how to make money. I'm going to show you how to financially change your life because that's what I did. But I can also show you even more, bro. It goes so much deeper than just that. I'm a professional life changer. Copywriting is just a vehicle that I use to get you guys financially fit. That's it. Okay? Because black men, y'all motherfucking belong up here. The only thing is you got to reach out and take it. The other big why that I have is that I want to be the proof. I'm the person, bro, that I was born with every single possible misfortune you could really honestly think of. Like, yeah, there's other guys where they're like, yeah, I grew up really broke, but at least I had like these good parents who loved me and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I didn't even have that, dog. I was effectively an orphan, bro. I was just like moving around to different homes every single year. I had nothing, bro. We were so broke, like we had no heat in the winters. Had to cut the stove on just to get a little bit warm. It was just like, okay, well, here's some extra blanket, eating chips and stuff for dinner. Like I didn't have it like that, bro. If you go in your cupboard, right, you probably have some chips or some crackers or some old canned food or some stuff that's from you don't even know when, bro. But it's bad or stale or gross or nasty and it's been in there for way too long. That type of stuff is what I was living off of. Just that bottom of the barrel cabinet food. Man, it really does not matter at all where you start. It's completely up to you where you finish, bro. Right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, I want to be the first millionaire in my family, blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm the only person who did anything, bro. I'm talking about finished high school and got a job that paid over $30,000 a year. That's all me. Those are really my three whys. I want to be the proof that anybody can make it. I want to be a good influence on young men. And I especially want to be a good influence on young black men. All right? Those are whys where like, if I really, really just sat here and just understood the whole magnitude of what I'm doing, it would really make me emotional, right? And you guys should have that. Those are the things that keep me up at night. They keep me going no matter what. They give me unlimited, literally unlimited motivation. I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to, sit there and be like, oh, but I really don't feel like it. Cause that's so irrelevant, bro. That's so irrelevant because I'm on a mission to motherfucking change the world. And I know, a couple thousand subscribers on Instagram or on YouTube. And these dudes talking about changing the world. Well, bro, we're just getting started, man. This is page 1, chapter 1. The third mindset shift, okay, that I want to make with you guys right here, right now. The third one. I want you to set goals that are completely inside your control. Okay. So what a lot of people do is they make goals based on money. They make goals based on money. Of course, I'm guilty of this as well. In 3 months, I want to make 6K. And then in 6 months, I want to be making 10K and blah, 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 whoop-de-woo. Those are really, really not good goals. Those are not good goals because money is a lagging indicator of what you're doing. Okay. And it's really not much in your control, especially when you're just starting out. Here's an analogy. Let's say you're going downtown and you say to yourself, I want 3 chicks to leave the club with me tonight. All right. If you're a girl, maybe you want 3 dudes to come out to the club with you tonight. Hey, I'm not judging, you do your thing. Well, that's a bad goal because that's really not inside your control. What if the girls at that club or whatever, what if they're all just like all in a bad mood or they're all taken, right? There's so many outside factors that is not inside your control. But on the other hand, what you could do instead is be like, all right, I'm going to go up and approach 100 chicks, right? Because that's something that's 100% in your control. And right, the outcome is also probably lead to what you want. So bring it back to copywriting. Okay. You want 3 clients at 2K each. Okay. What are the actions that you have to do consistently on a daily basis to actually get there? Because what a lot of people do, right, is they look at that goal that they can't control. I'm going to do like 100 outreaches, 200 outreaches. I'm going to do so much outreaches. I'm going to just try to outreach to every business owner on the planet as quick as possible so that I can get that money. But really what it comes down to is your habits. How many are you going to do every single day, right? If you hit your goals every single day, then you'll start building those habits. You start building those habits and then the result is inevitable. It's unreasonable to sit here and think that if you outreach to this many people every single day, you work on your copywriting for this long every single day, and you do this set of tasks that eventually in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, you won't get your first client or your second client or your 6K a month or whatever you want. It's unreasonable to think that you can miss. So just keep going, man, and have those goals in your life that you have full control over, okay? Now, next up, okay, the fourth biggest mindset shift is that you have to celebrate your success with others. Celebrate your success with others. I'm talking about small victories and milestones, okay? Because that's the stuff that keeps you going, right? Now, don't celebrate and pop bottles just because you got on a sales call, right? A sales call is a good thing. You're getting on your first sales call. But also understand that you're probably going to have to be on a bunch of sales calls before you start making some real money. But hey, a milestone is a milestone and you should share those milestones. Now, I get it. A lot of the people in your life are not really going to give a f. They're going to be like, okay, whatever. They're not really going to understand the magnitude of what that really means for me and for my life. But that's exactly one of the biggest advantages that you have of having this Discord, man. We have a whole wins section. And whenever somebody posts a win, bro, the responses are crazy every single time. A whole shit ton of reactions, a whole bunch of people congratulating you, wanting to know how you did it. Like, bro, if you want to feel like you're progressing and feel like you're making progress, man, post your stuff in wins because that's extremely important. It'll inspire other people and also make you feel good about the progress that you're making. So make sure that you do that 100%. Make sure you guys are posting in wins, all of your wins, because man, we're all here to celebrate each other. We're all on the same journey, the same path, okay? And that leads me to my next one. My next biggest mindset shift that you can make to really make sure that success is inevitable for you is to consume constructive content. You are what you eat, meaning your output is determined by your input. Guys, you have to reprogram your brain because on a daily basis, there's so much bullshit that's fed to us, right? Ask yourself this question. What if you really sat there and consumed on a daily basis hours of content that is motivating, that is about business, that is about Stoic philosophy, that is about ideas, that is about becoming an intelligent person? What kind of person do you think that would make you? That would make you an amalgamation of all of that stuff that you watch, okay? Like people look at me, right? They're like, Tyson, you have wisdom. Tyson, you have this secret sauce. You have all of this stuff. How do you know all this shit, bro? Like the shit that you're talking is genius. It's unreal. And guys, I have to give credit where credit is due and really humble myself. I am a parrot, not a prophet. I'm only telling you guys stuff that I've learned from people who are so much wiser than me. Because on a daily basis, I take in so much good information. I remember back when I was working my 9-to-5 job, I listened to audiobooks every single day at work, right? I was a carpenter, so I kind of knew my task. I knew what I was doing. I never really had to talk to too many people. I just throw an earbud in my left ear, put some audiobooks or some stuff on my phone, just listen to that all day, every single day. Completely changed my life. If you obsessively listen to that stuff, I promise you, it's going to seep into your subconscious. And all of a sudden, when you find yourself feeling down or you're at a fork in the road, you'll automatically pick the right answer because you've been listening to that all day. You've been programming your motherfucking mind. Just always consume constructive content. Next, okay, the next big part is to find and use an accountability partner. Because look, here's the truth. I'm gonna meet you right where the rubber meets the road. Some people are just terrible at keeping promises to themselves, but those same people are great at keeping promises to other people. And what I mean by that is that they might genuinely want to make a change in their life and they could really mean it and really want to, but they're just bad at keeping promises to themselves. They'll have that voice in their head that tells you, oh, it's not really a big deal, blah, 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 whatever. But man, when you make that promise to somebody else, it completely changes the motherfucking game. Because man, we are more concerned, especially nowadays, with what other people think about us than what we think about ourselves. And we can use that to our advantage. So if I tell you guys that I'm about to do something, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna become a motherfucking liar. So if you really wanna hold yourself accountable to the next degree, get an accountability partner. Because imagine going to somebody and telling them, yo, I promise I am going to do 25 outreaches tomorrow. The next day comes and you're like, oh, well, you see what happened was, I woke up late and blah, blah, blah. They're going to be like, look, man, you can lie to yourself all day, but you're not lying to me. I know damn well that's a motherfucking excuse. Why are you making excuses? You're going to have to take a cold, hard look in the motherfucking mirror once you get an accountability partner. Oh, but Tyson, I don't know where to get an accountability partner, blah, 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 blah. Bro, there is literally 1,600 possible accountability partners in this motherfucking Discord. No excuse. Zero excuse, okay? You have so many other people in here who are motivated and who are on the exact same motherfucking path as you. You have a whole community here for free. If you're not using it to your fullest advantage, you are an irresponsible copywriter, an irresponsible entrepreneur, and an irresponsible person. So by all means, go through, add some people to your friends list, talk to some people one-on-one, get in some lounge calls, run a couple of your own calls, whatever. Do your thing. Give value to the community. They'll give value back. Guys, this is literally a group of motherfucking winners. Check out the motherfucking wins section if you think that I'm lying, bro. Okay? Next up. Now, this is the last little mindset part that I'll talk about. You gotta become brutally self-aware. What I mean by that is you have to consistently audit yourself and take a good, long, hard, cold look in the mirror. Become very aware of your excuses. Really sit there and ask yourself, what have I been telling myself that I know is a lie, but I convince myself on a daily basis that it's true? For example, I just did this even today, bro. I got real with myself and I wrote down every single excuse that I've been telling myself. I've been telling myself, oh, well, it's not a big deal if I spend an extra 15 minutes in bed, or if I just scroll in bed for those extra 15 minutes and don't really do much. It's not a big deal. I'm already making a little bit of money. I don't have to work as hard. I can just take a little bit more time off today. Like, those are things that go through my head. So I wrote them all down. Okay, here are all my excuses. And I went through one by one, picked out each excuse. And then I told myself, I wrote it down, why each excuse is motherfucking bullshit, how it's hurting me, how it's hurting my life, and how I'm going to overcome it. Only you can do that for yourself, man. Because we're in a war, okay? Every day consists of warfare. It's you versus you, okay? You gotta have that inner drill sergeant who's not gonna take no motherfucking shit, who's gonna hold your ass accountable and really motherfucking give it to you when you need it, okay? Those are my biggest mindset shifts that y'all need to be making if you really want to become a hyper successful person in every aspect of life.